Hey everybody, welcome back to Detroit Tesla. On today's video, we have some new Model S long range and Model S Plaid refresh floor mats. That's right, if you're looking for some new floor mats for this holiday season or for the cold winter months and you live in that part of the world, these floor mats were sent out to me by Basenor, and I'm going to show you the installation process, the quality, and what I think about them. So let's dive right in. So in total, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of covering in your Model S long range or Plaid. So starting off right there, you get the front driver's seat, the front passenger seat, the rear passengers, the back trunk area. That's also part of the back trunk area right there as well for the little kind of cubby area, the frunk, and the spot that's in the rear trunk right there that is underneath the other secret compartment that I will be showing when I put these 3 items here into the back of the Model S Plaid. So this is from a great material. I got to get a good feel of them when they first got delivered. It came in a nice package. It came very quickly through Amazon. Very nicely packaged, some nice instructions there. And it seems to be made out of pretty great material. Very, very similar to the, I think Tesla uses the WeatherTech floor mats that you get directly through Tesla. Very competitively priced as well. So let's hop right into the installation process so you can see. So we're going to start in the trunk of the Model S Plaid, and I'm going to go ahead and showcase this first piece that goes right down in there in the extra storage compartment in the back. Then I will try that corner piece, and then I will put the carpet over and show you the piece that goes over the entire lining of the trunk. So let's go ahead and show you the installation process for this. Now, this one, out of all the ones that I've tried, is very, very tight. So please understand that you're going to have to do a tight fit in here. Now, like any other floor mats, if you guys know, you have to go ahead and, kind of scoot these things in, give you guys a better view by tipping my tripod over so you can see it fits perfectly in there. Very nice, snug fit, tons of room, and I really, really like how it fits. But getting back to my other point, with any floor mats, since of the materials that they're made out of, it's highly recommended that you put something heavy on it and let it sit for a few hours or overnight, depending on how they are, because they do create creases in the floor mat and other things that pop up, so I highly recommend it. So let's move on to the other piece, which is the cubby area, and of course, the area that's going to cover the entire floor mat. So the floor mat's going to go on top here, and then right there is the cubby area, which that's up next. Let's go ahead and try that, see how it fits. Nice and snug. Now, one thing I'm feeling here is that it kind of tips like this. So my recommendation is to go ahead and obviously put this carpet piece back that comes from Tesla, put it right over, and then that's nice. Now, some of you might ask, well, what's the point if you have this here? Well, in winter months, you might put some stuff, maybe with some wheels or other things that might go in your, Plaid or long range trunk. And it might be, covered in snow, like maybe like a little backpack with wheels, or a suitcase if you're going to the airport, stuff like that. But that's typically what it is to kind of, solve the idea of, not getting the carpet dirty. So let's go ahead and put this back over the cover that covers the secret compartment here. And let me show you guys the nice lining that this does that covers the entire back area. Get a little bit of a squeeze here. It just drops right in. Now, if you can see on this portion right over here, on this area that I'm pointing at, you have it lined up, and you know it's correct when you do have this lined up correctly right here. Now, you might just have to get in here and do a little squeeze. Obviously, if you guys don't know, this is magnetic, so you can obviously move this out of the way, get a better feel. But again, like I said, you got to put something heavy on these, just like any other floor mats, to make sure that these don't pop out. But this just fits perfectly. And it fits pretty snug with this little cubby area here cover that also comes. And that's all of the area that you cover in the back of the Refresh Model S Long Range and Plaid for these floor mats from Basenor. So let's move on to the rest of the vehicle. All right, gang, so now we're in the back of the Model S Plaid. Now, I highly recommend you put the driver's seat all the way front. Same thing with the front passenger seat, all the way front, so you can have plenty of room to go ahead and put this beautiful new rear floor mat from Basenor. So I'm gonna come around from the other side so I don't knock my tripod over, to give you guys a good feel of how this goes in. So right here, just like any other floor mats, you go ahead, put it right in here. Just scoot it in a bit. Again, always recommend when you get these floor mats, let them sit overnight with something heavy, because they aren't popping out on me, but that's pretty much every floor mat, not particularly Basenor's. So give it a nice push, and then you are done. Now, it lines up perfectly right here against the bottom area where underneath people's knees. It fits perfectly. It's made perfectly for the Model S. And let's go ahead and hop in and see how they feel with moving around with their feet. Feels pretty good. Feels very stable. Doesn't feel like it's moving at all. And it kind of keeps your feet, you know, kind of planted and they don't slide around. So very nice. Nothing disruptive back here. But again, highly, highly recommend you put something heavy on any floor mats you get to make sure that they go ahead and stay. And that is the portion of the review that is behind the Model S Plaid. So let's jump in the front two seats and then we'll move on to the Frunk. So now we're in the front right passenger area of the Model S Plaid. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the installation for this front right floor mat. Again, put your seat all the way back to the area it was before, because obviously if you did it the way that this video was outlined, your seat's probably all the way forward. So this just slides right in perfectly. A little bit of a tight fit, which is good. We want tight. Nicely sits there. Covers this area very well here too, so you don't get any of the salt or ice or snow on the carpet areas. My biggest complaint always with floor mats is this area up here. Now, this area usually pops out like this and it sticks there, and it comes back to that point that I've emphasized probably 10 times in this video already, that essentially it just, you know, you have to put something heavy on these to kind of put them out and make sure that they're straight and they don't fold on you. But this is made out of a really nice material. So this just sits right and it just fits so perfectly. I really, really like these. Again, I could, you know, show you guys like from before, but you sit in these, your feet, they don't move much. They're very planted. They don't slide around. Highly recommend them. So let's move on to the driver's seat. All right, so now we're in the front driver's seat of the spaceship cockpit, the Model S Plaid. So we're gonna go ahead and show the installation for that front driver's seat floor mat, which again fits so ever snug. And again, fits tight, which we want. Fits nice. And it covers an area, and you might be able to see it here on camera, but there's a little like a lip that comes here, and I kind of like that because it kind of goes over the area that sometimes the back of your heels might cover, but covers the foot well nicely, covers the area where you might put your foot right here very nice, covers the area here again, and it fits ever so snug. So that's the front driver's area, very similar to the front right area. Again, can't emphasize enough. Put those heavy items on these when you get them, just like any other floor mats, because you want to get those creases out of there, you want to get those bends out of there. So let's go ahead and move over to the last part of the vehicle in this review, the Frunk. All right, gang, here we are in the Model S Plaid Frunk. So we're going to go ahead and show you this installation process for the front. Pretty simple like everything else. And it just drops right in there perfectly. Give it a nice push, because like I said, all these floor mats from Basenor are very tight fitting, and that's what we want. We want a nice, snug fit so they don't pop out when you move them around or anything like that. But this is nice. It covers this area here. It covers this area here with these little indents and pop-ups, and it's a nice addition to your Frunk. It kind of matches the carbon fiber, now that I think about it, that comes standard around the interior of the Tesla Model S Plaid and all Plaids S and X, which is really nice. It gives it a nice little kind of like extra points, if you know what I mean, for looks, which is great. But this is great if you are like me and carry some food, if you get carry out or stuff like that, and you know, a lot of kind of like little crumbs and debris gathers here, and you can just obviously take this out nicely and just dump it where you need to clean it off very nicely. So the final thoughts on the Basenor floor mats all season for the Model S Plaid. I highly recommend them. I think they're a great product. I think they fit well. I think they're competitively priced, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed with them, especially since I are a person like me possibly that likes that carbon fiber interior that comes with the white on the Model S Plaid, and it fits nicely and that aesthetic that you're looking for. So thank you for watching Detroit Tesla. The link for this product is in the description below. Check it out, and it's awesome. Thanks again.